Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I really wanted to talk about something that I feel like is needed at this moment due to a lot of things that's surfacing on the internet. We need to really tune in to the people that we surround ourselves with every day, because a lot of times there are people that are envious of you, and you need to really be tapped in with your surroundings. Like, you need to be really self-aware, because it's people that you really think that is your friend, your family, and they plotting against you the whole entire time. They waiting for your downfall, or they may be the cause of your downfall. So I just feel like right now, it's very important, because people are really like gunning for you. Because when people see you, when people see you succeeding, and even y'all are doing the same, like say for instance, y'all both are doing YouTube, right? But your content is reaching a lot of people. And I understand, like, it just depends on what content you're doing, and it depends also on your life, your calling, because if it's his calling or her calling, of course, he or she's going to reach those followers, but as a friend, support your friend. Don't be sitting there trying to plot and be jealous of your friend because their content or their YouTube is like reaching a lot of people. It shouldn't be like that. Like, when your friend win, you win. And sad to say, a lot of people right now, they ain't got that mindset. So you really need to pay attention to who in your circle. Like, are your friends or your family, are they really for you? Because you really need to pay attention, because these people are out here like they ain't got no care in the world. They ain't got no conscience. Like, they moving funny. And I don't know about you, but I ain't got time for people that's moving funny. And that's one thing I will say. Like, when you are really like going within and trying to like do better and on your spiritual awakening, like, or spiritual growth, you'll know what I mean, because you are really going to start seeing people like who are really for you and who are really in your corner. And then, sorry to say, but some people can't go with you as well. Sometimes you outgrow people. And that's, like I said, when it came out of my husband, I outgrew him because he was stagnant. Like, his energy, I was no longer resonating with that energy. And that's the thing you have to understand. You don't resonate with a lot of people's energies. When you're growing constantly and you no longer have those habits, you are no longer going to resonate with their energy. And it is okay. Understand that. People may feel some type of way, but okay, and like life moves, like life got to keep going. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't sit here and be pondering on, I don't let this person go, or listen, keep holding on to a person that is also going to be cause of you not being able to grow in life. You're going to realize every single time that life lesson keep hitting your butt and you're not taking it in and learning from it, it's going to come at you again, but worse. It's going to come at you again. It's going to be worse than before. It's going to continue to happen until you learn your lesson. And then if you don't want to learn your lesson, okay, on the Most High, okay, they was like, okay, well, since you don't want to listen, we're going to take care of it for you. And I would hate to say you don't want it to happen. You do not want to force your hand. So let it, just know that it may be hard, but you got to let people go. And, like, I can give you a story. Like, I realized that a lot of friendships that I had growing up, I was trauma bonding with these people. Like, one friendship growing up, we was friends for a long time, and we don't have no bad blood, but I noticed that me and her became friends because we was dating the same guy, and we couldn't stand him at that point because he was being a butthole. So we teamed up as girls and went against him, and because of that, we became friends, and we became friends for a long time, you guys. And I realized, like, we trauma bonded off of this person that we had a common enemy, which was the ex. We trauma bonded off of that because he hurt both of us. That's how we trauma bonded. But I realized that foundation wasn't genuine, because how we started off of trauma bonding. So foundation is very important when it comes down to creating these relationships, these friendships. And the same thing with I can name another friendship. A friendship that in college, we trauma bonded over the fact that we had a common denominator, which was a particular person, which we found out some things and hurt us both. So once again, we trauma bonded. And I realized, like, when it came down to that relationship, that friendship, I realized, like, okay, we trauma bonded. Like, when I was doing my shadow work, I realized, because at the time when I was doing when I was like really like going down the path of like working on myself, at that time, I really went within and I was like, okay, I trauma bonded with her. How did I trauma bond with her? And then I realized, okay, it was a common person. Now I realized, okay, the foundation was never genuine. It was based off of us trauma bonding. And I realized, okay, now it makes sense to why the conversations are the way that they are with this particular person. Like, it was just a lot of like negativity. Like, you know how people call you and trauma dump? That's what it was all the time. And I ain't gonna lie, sometimes it'd be too much. It was too much. And I realized also, another thing you need to keep in mind is the friends that you keep. You need to also look at the friends that they are keeping, because you gotta think about it. Your energy resonate with other people's energies. So that being said, whoever they're hanging around with, if you see qualities in them that you know for a fact, like, you cannot stand and do not like them, and you know that they move shady, just know your friend also resonate with their energy. It's a reason to why they're keeping them in their corner. So just know they have the same energy. So you understand, you need to leave that person alone. Like, I understand they were saying, like, okay, if I don't like your friend, then you can't be friends with me. Listen, I understand that's high school and etc. But y'all need to understand, like, on a deeper level, you gotta understand, like, if I'm friends with you and the company that you're keeping, your other friends, and I see how they move, and I know that they shady and they fraudulent, then that make me sit here, I look at you sideways, because that means you resonate with their energy. If you resonate with their energy, you don't see nothing wrong with what they're doing, that let me know there's something about you that's fraudulent and you're moving shady. But are you like that with me? I don't know that. So for me to keep my circle small and stay like, and keep my energy not expanded, extensions, adding extensions onto other people, I just decided to stay to myself, and I cut people off. You have to cut people off, because people like that, you gotta let them go. Because listen, them people, they ain't no good. You will find people in your tribe with the same energy that resonate with you. People like that, you gotta let them go. And I know it can be hard. I know, because that last friendship that I just talked about with college, it took a lot. It took a lot, because I can be honest, because I can take accountability. Like, she would call me constantly because she was going through a lot. I'm not putting her business out there, but she was going through a lot. But I was going through a lot. And it was like, with me, I wouldn't trauma dump, because like I said, at the time, I was doing shadow work. So I understood what trauma dump, I knew what all those things was. And that's why I decided to journal. I journal now. I used to do that growing up. I used to have diaries. Now I'm getting back to that. Like, if something is really bothering me, I journal. So I was journaling. So I didn't really have the need to talk to anybody at that time, because I was journaling when it came down to with friendships. Okay. But it took a lot. She would call, I wouldn't answer, because I already knew what the conversation was. You know how you got certain people that call you, and you know exactly what they are about to say. You know what the conversation is going, like, oh my gosh, I ain't got time for this. Like, it's like, we had a long day today. We both did. I know we did. And you gonna call me, want to tell me every single thing that's going on, negativity, like trauma dump. I ain't got the energy. Like, now you siphoning my energy, and I have no energy left for myself. And at the time, you gotta think, like, I'm married, but my marriage is crumbling, and I'm already feeling like I'm not myself. So it was like, you're pulling from me, and it's like, it was too much. And finally I got up the strength. And the only reason why it took me so long, you guys, to call off the friendship, it was because of the fact that she made me her child's godson. And I know, but my thing is, I don't believe in godparents. I just don't. I never did. So when she done that, I was kind of already looking like, huh? But once again, I was like, okay, cool. But it was just my take on it. I don't believe in godparents. I just never did. So I really didn't take it serious, because a lot of people do that just because, for the heck of it, because of traditions, right? So when she done that, it was just like, when I was trying to call the friendship off, that's what was really holding it up, because I'm like, She made me her child's godson. Like, I don't know how to really, step away from this friendship because of that. But I realize, like, if I don't, is I still going to have somebody in my circle that's going to keep bringing in negativity, and I'm trying to clean out my space. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to detox from those things. So I just, one day, I called her up and I just laid it all out. I was just honest. And I was like, me and you are just on two different paths. I realized that me and you, our friendship was made and built off of trauma bonding. So, I wish the best of luck to you in everything that you do. I wish nothing but the best for you and your child. I just do. But I just feel like right now we do need to part ways because we're going in different ways. You know what I'm saying? So, and she understood, because like I wasn't coming into the situation just like on some like aggressiveness. I was really coming from a place of like understanding and I was very like, how can I say? I was kind of like, let me think. I was coming off very soft, like very feminine in a way where I was like talking to a child basically in a way where my voice is very soft, cause you gotta think, you don't know what state people are in it, when you talk to them. So I just made sure that my tone and my demeanor was coming off in a way where it wouldn't trigger her any kind of way. So I done that and it felt good. Because it made me realize I had control over my life and the people I have in my circle. Because I was becoming more self-aware of like, I got to get rid of like these little toxic, like little plugs because they got to go. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I've never been a very like toxic person, but I will say because of trauma bonding, a lot of trauma bonding does bring in toxicness. And like I said, I had little plugs here and there. So I was really going in and working hard as heck of removing these plugs out of my life because I'm like, listen, when I level up, I don't need nothing from my past to really stop me or come at and bite me in the butt. And that was my biggest concern, and that should be your biggest concern is when you go on this journey of self-discovery and enlightenment, you're going to have to let people go, people. And then another thing is, you also have to remember is people going to show you who they are. I'm going to tell you that you're going to see people when you become self-aware, you're going to really see people true colors, and don't let it surprise you because it was always there. You just weren't paying attention. So like I said, people are snakes. People are snakes in the grass. People are wolves in sheep clothing. Believe it. Okay. And a lot of times it's people closer to you. Okay. And you need to also understand family be the ones. Listen, family be the ones. That's a whole nother story. But don't treat your family no differently than you cutting off your relationship and your friendship. It's the same thing because you need to understand. They say, blood is thicker than water. But let me tell you something. Family doesn't also mean it has to be blood. I can go and create and have a new family with people that's like-minded. A community. Do people not understand a community is a family? That's what people don't understand. Community is family. So family don't always have to be blood, okay? So just be mindful of your circle. Start looking at people. Like really pay attention and watch how they move. Watch people face expression. Especially our black people, let me tell you something. When you see people face expression, believe it. Because a lot of people talk with their face. Pay attention, okay? Pay attention. Watch their body language. Pay attention. Because you'll really know how a person really feel about you. When you want to celebrate your wins, see how they react. If they don't react, that right there says 1,000 words within itself. Okay? When you going through it, see how they react. Just really tune in. I need you to be laser focused. Cause right now ain't the time for you to be bringing people to the next level when you winning. Cause you don't need them people. They got to stay behind. So when you continue to elevate, chip them people off that no longer can ride with you. Cause they don't want to be on the winning team. They all about themselves. They ain't about you. So let them people go. Be around people that want to celebrate your wins. Okay. Just like they celebrate your wins, they're also going to be there when you down. That's family. Once again. So just be mindful. Like I said, be mindful. Be self-aware of your surroundings, and just be very tuned into the people that's around you. Okay, family. So, thank you for listening, and I hope that today was a good day. And once again, just continue to be you. Don't let nobody write your story or your destiny. Just continue to be you. All right. Thanks. Bye.